この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Modao episodes 8 and 9. I think that we're going to stick with about 2 episodes per week. We will, as usual, just play it by ear, and like if there's a ridiculous amount of discussion for episode 8, then maybe we won't do 2 episodes per week. But I think there are 15 in the season, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 seems like a good way to go, unless I hear otherwise from people who are like, no, you should watch the last episode on its own, or you should watch the last 3, they're like a solid finale together, or whatever, and we'll alter as we go. But for now, 2 episodes per video seems to be just kind of right for like the length of the episodes and the amount of discussion that they like inspire. How about that? Let's go with that. So last time we watched another 2 episodes. We watched 6 and 7, and some interesting stuff happened in them, as it usually does. Nice, really nailing those lines here. Okay, so we learned a bit about the history of. I went through and I like skimmed through the episodes. Actually, skimmed through them when I was looking for a thumbnail for the last one. Because I always grab the thumbnail like picture of me in the corner from a frame in the episode's reaction, just because it seems right. I don't know. So I went through it, and we got some history on the Lan Clan. We got the whole conversation about love between Jin something and Wei Wuxian's Shiji? Yes, that's the name. That's the word. Okay. Jin guy is super not happy about it and kind of a dick. So we end up going back home. The adoptive father like comes to get them, and it's kind of like a big deal. And we find out that Wei's adoptive mother is doesn't like him very much. Really does not like him. Blames him for like the marriage eventually getting called off, and we have this like this kind of beautiful scene out on the water in that like I don't know what to call it, like a pier type of thing, where we sort of learn that her relationship with her husband is kind of a loveless one that was the result of an arranged marriage, and it makes a lot of sense. And then we time skip a year later, and bam, we're back to other stuff, and that's where we transition into episode 7. We run into one Wen Ning, who through Wei Wuxian's like being nice to him and praising him for his archery skills, even though his own clan members think he's a doofus and useless. So he like really respects Wei Wuxian right now, and I'm sure that will come into play a little bit later. We'll see. And then, yeah, we've got this whole big-ass archery competition with some really cool animation in it, some cool stuff going on, and eventually, Mr. Wen Chao. Oh boy, Mr. Wen Chao sucks. That's one of the big takeaways from this episode. He is a brat, and I figure he's going to do some more stuff because of just how, like, unnecessarily mustache twirly he is, but like not in a bad way. I'm not saying this in bad way. He's a brat from like a powerful family. It makes a lot of sense for his character to be so horribly mustache twirly, and I kind of dig it. So I'm really kind of hoping for more of him being really dumb and malicious, and hopefully getting some comeuppance. But hey, maybe not. I don't know how this will go. But in any case, Wen Chao gets really mad about some stuff and ends up breaking his own rules in the competition, getting himself eliminated. And then the headband thing happens. Now, for context, and this, I'm not sure if this is a spoiler. From the way it was phrased in the comment that I read, I don't think this is a spoiler. Somebody mentioned that because I can't read Chinese and wouldn't have noticed it, but it was there. So I don't think it's really a spoiler. It's fine. In any case, headbands, there was a thing on the wall of the Lan Clan thing, a rule that the headbands are super duper important. They're like a representation of a lot of stuff, and you never ever take them off except around like the one person that you are with, right? Like your wife. So that gives us a lot of explanation for why why Mr. Lon over there was so goddamn mad that he took his headband off. It was all like well intended, and he was just trying to fix his headband and be nice, but oh boy. Lan Wangji is a mad boy right now, and we're gonna have to see how long he'll be mad about this particular problem. We'll have to see. So that's pretty much the rundown. A lot of episode 8 was dedicated to showing us stuff about the Wen clan, because we had been, for many episodes before that, setting up some kind of hints that maybe they're doing some stuff that gets on the nerves of the other clans, isn't very nice to them, kind of getting too big for their britches, but at the same time, they have justifications for doing so because they are extremely powerful amongst the clans, and like a lot of other clans are joined to them or allied with them. So where do we go from here? I don't know. I figure we have to go back to the cloud recesses and have like Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji like reconcile a little bit. But honestly, maybe not. Maybe we just don't get to do that for a while. Maybe other stuff happens. I don't know. I really don't know. Fingers crossed for Wen Chao being a dickhead. Other than that, I don't really have any like hopes or necessarily expectations. We're just gonna have to play it by ear, wait and see. So let's go gather some more information by watching episode 8 here. I have episode 8 up and ready to go. It is at 0 seconds. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video, a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, which you can find in the description, and a timer-based version, which you're watching right now, which will have discussion at the end of each episode. Anything I want to talk about, anything I want to like go back and look at again, or frame by frame or whatever. And it'll have a beep beep timer at the beginning to start us off if you're syncing up with your own version of Moda Azushi. If that's your preferred way of watching it, cool, good for you. If that is your preferred way, get it ready to go, because the timer to count us down is coming right now. Ah. Okay, the indoctrination. Oh my god. Is this that boy? Oh, did they? Oh, did they? Oh. Hi, Dad. Just ignoring him. All right. Oh, that's a good boy look. Definitely not a bad boy. Do we have our villain? Wait, what? They they his fucking zither. They burned the cloud recesses. So the indoctrination, pulling everybody into Lon. Or when? So to Wei Wuxian's home, right? Ah. I'd be mad. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Ah, she hates him so much. Shit, mom. Thank you, dad. Damn, she really got to him. And the flag flies. Mutter, 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 mutter. So all the hostages are meeting here. That's the point. Right? They're not trying to be nice. Who's at his side? Oh. Okay. Wang Lingjiao. Wang Lingjiao. Hmm. Hmm. Clearly. That face. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, yeah, they got burnt down. Does he know about that? Hand over your swords? You fucking what? Yeah. Nice catch. So it's hand them over or else. Is he dead? So that's his golden core. And yeah. That's life force, right? So yeah. That was cool. Okay. Well, I'm getting exactly what I asked for, which is Wen Chao being a dick. Shit. Indoctrination. Shit. Depends how obedient they are. Could be forever. Okay. Putting faith in them. Oh, they know. But what can we do about it? Ash? Rubble? That's Nie, whatever his face. Okay. Oh. So he wasn't just like gripping for like anger or anything. Okay. Aww. He still hates you though, right? Fuck you. Damn straight. God, way I like you. Who dat? Oh, it's the that. Oh, okay. Made of slut. Pretty accurate. Oh. Oh. Okay. Ah. Bruh. Ah, thank you. Yeah. Let's not get rapey here, please. I know what that music means. Ruh-roh. We did say she seems like a petty one. Glare from behind? Yup. That's some I'ma do some shit to you side-eye right there. Oh, jeez. It was the same one, right? Oh! Hmm? Fair enough. Give your own? Yep. Big whoosh. Uh, bigger whoosh. Alright. I'm gonna timestamp that just so I can find it. I get the feeling that somehow this is going to lead into maybe another encounter with Evil Juju. Because given what we've heard, like, we need to back him into a corner in order to force him to use it again. Yeah, collaborate. Yeah. That's some weird glowy stuff. In the water, maybe? Please, that one. Yeah. Uh-huh. They're such a great match. I hope they die together. That's Fisty guy, right? Oh, man. Shit. Shit. Alright, well, there's only one person who's got the balls. It's only one who's got the balls. Unless... Nope. Maybe. Hey, there are two more. Nice. Alright. And that's the Jin guy who was kind of a dick in the last section, right? But he's standing for her. Okay, +1. Yeah, exactly. Wait, for real? Really, dude? Yeah, boy. Oh man, that smear on his iris. Hold on. Timestamp. Wow, a fight in the cave. Not even a fight, it's a brawl, and they don't have swords. Bingo. You should die. I'm down for that. Clear? No. Me kill you. You suck. Yup. Ooh. Ooh. Throwing the teachings of his own clan back at him. We've already seen that he doesn't actually care about rules, regulations, or teachings. Try me, buddy. Wow, this cut. Wow, this cut. Oh boy. Super fisty boy. Now turn him to face fisty boy. What will you do to save your skin? He should just kill him right here. If he doesn't, he's gonna regret it. Oh, look, a monster. That's convenient. Or really inconvenient. That's a big fucking eye. Oh, it's a snake. Oh, this could be cool. Wow. Oh, whoa. That's not a snake. It's not very effective. I'm expecting Gojira breath. Wait. Wait, what? He's gonna take it. On a vital point, too. That could back him into a corner. If his... I don't know if the resentful energy uses the same system of meridians. Because I don't know shit about cultivation stuff. But that could be it. Fingers crossed. I love this section of the melody. Oh boy. Okay, so when I said at the beginning that I wanted one child to kind of be a dick, I did not expect things to move this quickly. And I actually didn't expect almost anything in this episode. I did expect him to continue to be a dick, but for that to lead to burning down the cloud recesses and fucking like putting the fear of the Wen clan into like all of the other clans by taking hostages and forcing them to be like cultivator slaves. That's next level. And all of this in like the first few minutes of the episode. Holy macaroni. Okay. So let's go ahead and go through. The episode title, The Indoctrination, was an interesting one, and well, I think it lived up to it. I saw something funky. Yep, okay. Watch this flame right here. You can see where it hits the end of its loop and restarts. Right there. You see it jerk? Pop. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Like when something is as goddamn gorgeous as this is, even the littlest flaws kind of stand out. And that's hardly a flaw at all, but it is kind of fun to notice. It doesn't detract from how freaking gorgeous this scene is, though, and it really is. I really like one thing that you see a lot with CG Fire, which is what this is. It's CG Fire loops, either from different sides of the same loop, or there are different loops here because the colors are slightly different between them. So I think there are different loops here to make a variety. Yeah, this one is different from this one. But then they're really quite consistent with what we get in the close-up, which is, I think, difficult to do, just given how many times I've seen it not done that well. The sheer, like, matching of elements is really solid. It provides a lot of continuity. So, immediately, a payoff. Yeah, the 4 clans conspired to trick me. All right, he really doesn't care, it seems. Ruohan really doesn't seem to care about that. He does seem to want to, like, utilize it a little bit. And holy shit, I think we have our big bad evil guy. I'm not positive, but nobody else has, like, stood up to claim the title yet, and Ruohan is making quite a case for himself with this little look and mention thing here. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so in year 19, I wasn't super, like, clear on what was going on here or how it fits into timeline because I don't understand the time method counting things. I just don't. So they successfully annexed Runan Wangklan, names, dozens of other cultivate. Okay. Wherever dissent arose, bloodshed would follow. The clans kept silent in indignation, staring their resentments secretly. Send Wen Shu aggressively intrude and burn down the cloud recesses. I do love this particular visual. I love this whole sequence. So we've got him filmed at an angle. You could consider this Dutch if you wanted to, framing wise. So from below, very like authoritative, very imperious. Big flag behind him. He is the symbol, the face of his clan. I just pressed a button without meaning to and closed the video. Can I continue? Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, VLC. And then he puts a piece down on the board, and we cut to it. Yeah, he covers the camera with it. That's great. And as soon as it touches ground, it sparks a fire, which explodes and covers the entire scene. This is great. I think this is really lovely visual storytelling. We already know everything we need to know, really, about Wen Ruohan, but here we get a little bit more. Imperious, he's at a Dutch angle, meaning we should feel uncomfortable around him. He's got the flag behind him. He is the symbol of his people, and he has the power to, with just his oddly pointed fingernails, just noticed that, to, with just a whim, essentially, bring fire and flame and death and destruction and chaos to the world. Boom. bam, flame, wham. And then it's a hard cut to the cloud recesses themselves. And this shot in particular, I recognize rather well because this is the shot that I used in the sponsor shoutouts that I made for the beginning of the episodes, you know, because for certain patrons, I do a little thing at the beginning and I make a little thing and I try to make it like nice and related to the thing, right? Related to the episode that we're watching. And the best image that I found was a really like high quality render of this scene of the cloud recesses, but in broad daylight and gorgeous with the water flowing and like, and everything. And here we see it in darkness, shrouded in flame, just destruction. So the leader was severely injured. I believe he's the leader guy with the mustache who we've met. His eldest son was nowhere to be found. Okay. And then we see him. He's using his sword to stand, isn't he? Yeah, and he's leaning heavily on one leg. Okay. So little bits and pieces that I didn't notice until it was explicitly mentioned that he broke his leg. But we see in his face just like, holy shit, this is really happening. And even more than that, his instrument, essentially his cymbal, is broken, its strings tattered. Also, because of the cloud motifs on it, it's almost like the clan itself is shattered, which makes sense. Okay, so on a stupid pretext, everyone has to send disciples. They want one of their two children clearly to be hostages, yes. Don't get mad, blah, blah, blah. She really hates Wei. Okay. I really like respect to him for standing up to her a little bit. Yeah, he can go if he wants to. He's allowed a lot of freedom because he's adopted, right? Kind of makes sense. Yeah. All right, yeah, okay. You really hate him, I get it. Now, I don't get that line. It's not like your mom could ever surpass someone else's mom. I do not understand that one. And she really gets to him. Yeah. So, flag flies. Everyone gathers. Here, we are sort of rapidly introduced to the various people who will be here, and the fact that they are essentially surrounded by when is it when or is it one or like it's got a darker tone to it than when. But I'm gonna go with when now because that's how it's spelled and it's easier for me. Sorry. As long as you know what I'm talking about, I think we're okay. If it really bothers you, I am genuinely sorry. So we introduce Wen Chao off screen, and this is actually kind of a cool shot because it sets up Superpower Fisty Boy over here. Yeah, pretty great. And his Sloot, who I really hate, but I love her inclusion. How about that? Because I don't know, I have I like characters who are genuinely fucking assholes. And in a case like this, it doesn't necessarily have to be justified. Like, I don't need an explanation for why Wen Chao is an asshole or why she's a bitch. It just has to be consistent. And in this it's extraordinarily consistent. Wen Chao is completely a dick and she is completely a bitch. Sorry if you find any of those terms offensive. They're being used in this specific context. I hope that's clear. Yeah, he is a lecherous one. And some of the faces that we get in their I don't know, lovey-doveyness, fuckiness, like, what do you call that? Are really fucked up. So we are introduced via panning shot to name person, cute pink girl. How about that? Cute pink girl. Okay. Yeah, and we get this look and glare. So I didn't really put this together, but when he looks and blushes, yeah, he glances over. And so we're in his eyes now, scanning over her. Gotcha. And then he gets the little blush. She sees it, follows his gaze, and instantly rivalry, instantly jealous, right? Seems like the petty type. Bingo. So That boy over there. Hand over your swords. Huh. Shit. Okay. So one guy chooses to stand up. Yeah, why should we hand over our swords? Gives the signal. We get a pretty cool cut here. And we saw this guy, he was already kind of set up already during the flash through thing where he was shown walking through destroyed ruins. Yeah, so pretty cool cut here. Actually, really cool cut? Yeah, wow, okay. Thwam bam, knocks him back. He gets caught, but it is not nearly enough. And then we see him clutching at his chest, and we get this visualization. So people let me know that when we saw Wei Wuxian take in the resentful energy, what was happening was his... And we saw the gold light come out and, like, burn through it. I called it fire or flame or, like, inner light or something. I can't remember what I called it, but that was his golden core reacting to the resentful energy. And so this that. But yeah, this guy's ability is just poke you in the chest and omae wa mo shinderu. Like, oh Jesus. Core melting hand. And he gets absolutely no characterization. He is just a dog of the clan at this point. Loyal, follows orders, willing to destroy shit. Okay. Who know nothing? Yeah, alright, buddy. Alright, buddy. Yeah, some of you might attempt to challenge the authority and climb above one clan set. Uh-huh, yeah, that would be ideal, actually. I would like that. You know, with her hair up there and those like spiky things, she gives me almost a Maleficent vibe, you know? Like a Disney villainess. I don't know. Got that same kind of feel to her. I like it. Okay, so we are forced to go ahead and give up our clans, our swords, and we are given a shitload of proverbs. I like this. I like that he's skimming through it and just being like, this is all shit. Oh, wait, hey, there's one that's not bad. And I assume that that's the one he uses later. It would make sense, right? Just put that together. Okay. So she is hoping that they are okay. He has trust in his people. He has faith in those he's taught. And yeah, they know what's going on. Cloud Recesses was burnt down. So they get opportunities to talk. Yay, what's his face is here. Okay. Leg. Right. So what exactly happened? Wanted to burn the library. Okay. Okay. He was protecting the library pavilion. That makes perfect sense. So he offers a piggyback ride. Very nice of him. Very, very sweet. Good stuff, buddy. But it's a no. And then I believe we transition from here into... Alright, yeah, we see her with the brand. Another setup. She's made of slut. Yes, she is. Okay, so, setup for the brand, which is our cliffhanger. And if a vital part is hurt, the meridians may be damaged. Okay, we're gonna have to see, because I don't know much. I don't know much about the whole cultivation, golden core, meridian thingamajiggy, if that hasn't been clear already. Making it clear. So we'll have to see. Running theory right now is like, if Meridian's damaged, maybe Resentful Energy only way. In which case, maybe forced to go back on what he said before, which was like, I'm never doing that again. We'll see. So you better shun her. And then we have Wenchao being... one rapey boy. Thank God that we didn't let that happen. That was good. So he tells him, I've got some, I got some smutty material here. And he is excited. This is some Gainax level stuff here. Nice Gainax. Yeah. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Yeah, so she sees, real mad. We get that, yeah, I'm gonna do something to you, side eye. Okay. Where'd you get smutty stuff? Nope, I just gave him some of the Essence collection. I think that's what's being said here. Okay. So he jokes with her. It's pretty cute. and we get ourselves a whoosh. So I wrote it down at like 15-ish. It was a little bit before that. Give your own first. I'll give you my name. It's Yuan. Okay. And then my everlasting thought, the faraway one. So is it two phrases of a poem that, like, okay, oh, there are, okay. Myan Myan, my everlasting thought, is longing for the faraway one. So even with the naming thing, he's flirting with her, and that's why she blushes, and Shameless, who's longing for you, blah blah blah. That's pretty cute. Oh, backgrounds. Oh, descent into a cave. That's so cool. Okay. So into the dark cave we go to hunt a monster. Don't know what's down here. We are shown the monster repeatedly. That's a big ass tortoise thing. And we can see its head and we can see its body and it's just chilling. So I just thought it was rocks. I think it helps that there are stalagmites. Tights from the top. There are stalactites coming from the top and then joining with the shell, making it seem like it's part of the environment. Pretty clever. Hiding in plain sight. Actually didn't notice until going back through it. That's pretty cool. Okay, yeah. Tell us what we're hunting first so we can collaborate. You think we're working together? No, I say jump and you jump. Oh, he's such a dick. I love it. And this fucking, like, I really dig how awful they are. It's amazing. Okay. So we're Jay chilling. Nobody's moving around or doing anything. Just like, all right, gonna wait for monster. So yeah, he wants to string somebody up and bleed them to bring out the demons. I mean, I guess it would work. They're attracted to blood, right? Okay, cool. And of course she chooses her because grudge. And of course he's like, oh, damn, I was kind of hoping to do something there. So like maybe somebody else? Oh, but please, but my boobs. Yeah, she gets, yeah. And then wait, doesn't she like do some Yeah. Doesn't she like make some noises? Yeah. So then we get this really interesting I'd consider it almost like an acid test of character, right? Like under pressure, how do you act when there is someone who needs help, and if you help them, it will probably not be good for you, but it is the right thing to do. What do you do? And nobody steps forward. And anyone she steps behind steps away. Except for two boys, one of whom, okay, makes sense. And man, the fear on her face is fantastic. Again, can I just mention edge lighting? I'm gonna bring it up like every time because it's really amazing. It adds so much depth to the just everything. It is so good. So we see these two. She hides behind them, and they do not move. One's not a surprise. One very much is. He actually has some stones, and Wei Wuxian actually comments on it. I may have missed it. Yeah, unexpectedly has guts. Like a genuine +1 to him, for real. So then this other Long Clan member goes ahead and starts being an obedient dog. That's the way I see it, at least. And trying to help. And then I'm really not sure what happens here. Okay. So, dat boy, Lon, cute zither boy, shoves him back with force. Was this the... Oh, yeah, it was. All right, so we get a blood vessel practically bursting. And then... Yeah, and then we smear red from his irises. As though they're aflame. But not like bright like fire. Dark. Dark, dark. And his face contorts into... Ugh. Ugh. So, a brawl erupts. The people who are being attacked do not have swords. But they are pretty skilled. Okay. Kill them all. And... time for words. Bullies who abuse the power of their clan to do evil should be killed. And what we don't know yet, and what Wen Chao clearly doesn't know yet, is this is a teaching from his own clan's manual. Which, I assume, unlike Wen Chao, Wei Wuxian has read. That's fantastic. I actually really love that. I think that is lovely. You dare call his words impudent. Oh, it's beautiful. Now, what's the punishment? Death? Then you can die. You just insulted one of your clan's, like, progenitors, like, dude. So then we get another crazy cut, right? 1842? Or, no, 20-ish is what I wrote down. So that's here. Wow, 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 wow. So he's still contorted into rage, looks much older than he did. But this, with the spittle flying, with the detail of the bloodshot in his eyes. And then we do this cut to the side, which actually flows extraordinarily well. I did not think this was a cut until I frame by framed it. Look. See? We jump from there-ish to right there. That's a cut. But then we follow through the motion. All of the ropes flowing, all of the hair flowing. Alright, so now we've got two people coming directly at Wei. Dodges out of the way of the blade. We follow the blade with the camera, which is dope. This whole sequence is really inventive. So blade drops, face of target, moves out of the way, follow the blade down, reflections on it, show the tassel, cut to the side. Yep. Here, continuing the motion. And then we're back a little bit because the blade has already passed twice now. So we're showing the same action through multiple angles. But then we show it as a reflection in the bauble tassel thing. And just a blur of the blade going by. And then a final cut from the wide. So that we can expand our view out to the second incoming problem. We see his eyes move. We can already figure out what he's going for. Human shield. Let's go. But he's got to dodge out of the way a bunch. Remove the weapon. Grab the weapon. Use the weapon. Wait a second. How did he not cut off his little hair things? Just like, point of order. This doesn't matter at all. But did he, like, bring the blade up his chest so that it would go under his little hair things? Just kind of logistically interesting. Wait, now it's... Wait, what? Okay, it's definitely behind the little hair things. And now? And now it's in front of the little hair things. What? No! Tiny flaws. Wouldn't have noticed. Would not have noticed. If you hurt me, you will never get out. Okay? But... guess what? That's a big fucking monster. And it looks very much like a snake. It's got a very snake-like head. I guess tortoises do, but this one seems even more elongated and kind of horrifying. I do want to see this quick cut in a frame by frame. So we get a quick cut of the... Yeah. Is that CG? I'm not sure. It might be. That's not. I don't think. It's too smeary and blurry to really tell. That moves like it's CG. Doesn't really matter. As usual, it's like, whether it is or it isn't, it looks pretty fucking good, so who cares? So we've got this brand coming down, and it's got the mark of the one clan, and it's heading straight toward cute pink girl. Get a sword to kill the two guys. Brand is still coming. Wei jumps in front. Brand is approaching. Cut to black. Boy, am I glad that that wasn't the end of episode 9, because I would have to watch 3 episodes. Oh, God. Looks like we've got a kind of a two-parter. At least we've got a major cliffhanger here in the middle. And thank goodness we are on schedule, because we get to watch the next one and, like, not have to wait a week to find out what the hell happens here. I've already told you what my guess is. My guess is that maybe getting branded and having something go wrong with your meridians is the thing that forces him to mess with resentful energy again. Seems like a possibility, but it is entirely conjecture, so I'm not like stuck on it or anything. Okay, that's it for episode 8, I think. Let's head on over into episode 9. I'm gonna do a quick resync to make sure all the videos are like synced up and good, so I'll see you in a flash. Alright, we are resynced and ready for takeoff on episode 9 of Modazushi. If you are watching the timer-based version, get it ready, because the timer is coming. Goddamn Tencent. They will own the world one day. Them and Google. Yay. Like 2 characters in the same boat? Alright, that is a big tortoise. Now, what is going on with the brand? Okay. So we're seeing it from his angle. Where is he burned? Thanks, Tortoise Boy. Tortoise Boy +1. Woo woo. Hmm. Thanks for the sword. I really shouldn't be laughing at him. He is going to be murdering a lot of people. Hmm. Hey, buddy. Mm-hmm. But how hurt? Hmm. The sachet. Oh. So they blew in somehow. So we would have to dive under. Deep, deep. I wouldn't trust that. Though it did have a nice snack. So in we go. Back underwater. Hey, buddy. Corpse mud. Hmm. Oh, bubbles. It's awake. That is CG. Straight in the eye. Oh, so close. Well, we know how much of an archer he is. It looks much more vicious in its 2D form. It's almost cute as a CG model. Alright, that was a bright light. What is that? I guess that's what it is. So you're staying behind? Following right behind them. Oh, wow. That fucking guy again. Oh. Oh. Yeah, see, it's almost cute. Okay, it's not that cute. Ow. Oh. Sacrifice. So what's the deal with the blood in the water? Also, his meridians clearly aren't damaged because he was able to use that other thing. Hi. So they made it through. Good. Yeah, true. I don't trust him. He's the guy who was dragging cute pink girl away, right? I'm not positive on that. Fuck. Reinforcements arrived. Fuck. He stayed. And he sacrificed his leg. Damn, self-sacrifice times 2. Interesting smear. Oh! Hey, 1 for 1, man. Yeah, you're in no shape to keep fighting. And back to sleep we go. So they get a chance to be alone. Fuck. He is messed up. I got the feeling he was almost suicidal there. Make a splint. Making a splint. We gotta get you out of here. That sounds good. What's the difference? Ah, the burn. Hmm. Hmm. Aww. Whoa, no. There's a lot of meaning there. Okay. Because it's representative of everything, right? Fuck. Oh, I guess that's a good thing? Okay, I guess it's a good thing. It's the first time he's thanked him, isn't it? Oh shit. All right. All right. Oh, okay. Ooh. Ooh, that was cool. Oh. Does that explain some of the sneaky features? How will we possibly? But they can't. And he's been bearing all of that alone. We try to kill the beast. Hell yeah. Heir to the harm, now we're on the run. But where to? Home? I'm expecting to see something here. No? Nope. Okay. Oh. That was dope. Tag team it. Each hold one end. Bait it into a position where you can chop it where it's weak. Okay, then. So I guess we've time skipped the 3 days. Hey, big turtle bastard, wake up. Oh, that's a lot of skull. Oh, resentful energy. Is that a sword? Whoa. Okay. Wow, he decided to pull the sword from the stone. Sorry for not talking, this is tense. Oh my god. Not the tasty snack you were expecting, eh? Yeah, but something is wrong. Alright, that was a little rough. But that is not rough. Oh wow, he is just stuck in the gullet. Oh my god. Is it both? Fuck yeah. Using the motif from the OP. That's great. There he is. So what sword was that? Grab it. Wait. But if it touches the floor of corpses, is that a bad thing? Is that the end? Holy shit, that's the end of the episode. What's a new ED? So now we have a song that's about both of them. Aww. Okay. Some pretty hype stuff in this episode, and some as yet, I maybe they've been explained, but I don't understand them. Things. Okay. Shit's fucked. One clan's getting the hell out of here. See ya. And they lock everybody else in because fuck it. Okay. So everybody's stuck. Things are bad. We make up with Miang Miang. Miang 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 Miang. I don't know. So Lanchan comes up with a really good idea. Just, you know, there are maple leaves. There aren't maple trees above. There are maple trees below. There must be a hole. There must be a way through. But to get there, we have to go past the turtle itself. Tortoise itself. So we dive under to try and find it. Get jump scared by a corpse. And our boy awakens. So we wait a little while, pop back up. I heard people when I mentioned like the one scene where we pan or like zoom through with the boats and it didn't look very good. I was like, that's not very good CG. And people were like, there's gonna be one more not very good CG. It's coming. You'll know it when you see it. I think it's this. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I think my biggest problem with it actually is not how it looks here, but the fact that when it's drawn in 2D, it looks completely different and way more badass, and has much sharper features. So it's kind of like it's like Spyro is actually what it looks like. It is Spyro the Dragon, and now I can't find it anything but cute. But when we do see it in 2D, and I think there is a cut coming up where we see it whipping its head around. Yeah, here. We see it whipping its head around in 2D. So, like, it's got a black hooked pointed nose, almost bird-like rather than snake-like, and much more tortoise-like than snake-like. It doesn't really have the same protrusions, and its face is significantly more, like, I don't know, it's got more sharp protrusions coming out of it instead of being all rounded. It's also much more square and pointed, and it doesn't look like the CG model very much. So we blast it with some light, which keeps it at least distracted for a while. And self-sacrifice version 1, right there. Bingo boingo. I will stay behind, everybody get out. This spell won't last long. So if I remember correctly, this is the boy who was dragging cute pink girl away when she was hiding behind Lanchan and Jin, whatever. So I don't believe him that he was trying to shoot the beast, because we see him like contemplating this. We see him glance back, realize he's alone, know what he can do. We never see him aim though. And we do know from like the layout of the scene, he's like way over here. It's like a significant angle difference to shoot them, because the arrow hits him from the side, not so much from behind. But his immediate response is to quiver, and I didn't mean to, so maybe. But at this point, his blood drips into the water, and I'm not sure what the like implication here is. I think that it has something to do with what occurs later with clearly resentful energy and that strange sword that was embedded into the place. But not really sure. I'm the guess there would be like, because his blood soaked into the water, it awakened in response to his presence. But I really don't know. So we get everybody out. Everybody's out. Yeah, I give him a nice punch, and unfortunately, there is no way to go and get help because holy shit, this fucking guy. And then we cut from here into here, and whoosh, kabam, saved your life, sacrifice number 2. Lanchan comes in, gives up his leg for this, and in the moment when he is tossed up, okay, I wanted to see this, yeah. So he's tossed up and spinning and flying around. There's, yeah. That's interesting. I don't know what's going on there. There are these like little mini smears everywhere. And they're done in like a rotary way to show him like spinning and flipping. So they're the ones on the right of his head are going up, and the ones on the left are going down. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We get this cool, super dope moment where rawr, whoosh, nick of time. All right. You. So we find ourselves a place to hide, patch up his wounds, and at the same time, he can finally be a little bit vulnerable, which is kind of great. Like, I feel like this is the first time they've really seen eye to eye and actually gotten along without the dynamic that we've become used to of Wei Ying kind of just like being a goofball and Lanjian kind of just being like, ugh. We don't really get that dynamic here. There's too much going on and there's too much at stake. And I don't know. It's like at a certain point you have to really respect Wei Wuxian, because the ability to remain chipper and like joking in a horrible circumstance is really valuable. You know, jokes like this, it doesn't count as harassment. I'm doing it. It's only if they look as greasy as Wen Chao. Give me the herbs. So he's putting herbs on him. I actually didn't notice that when he first smacked him, but he then pulls the herbs off his own chest and uses them to treat his leg. So there's some stuff going on here. My wound is no big deal, yeah, but your scar will last for life. But that's nothing for a man. That's fine. And there's another like little layer here, which is that in the next life, no need. Right? Actually, it would be really interesting if he did have the scar in this next life. So again, we go back to the headband thing, and we go for an interesting take on this. Is this forehead ribbon more precious than your leg? Priorities, man. Priorities. You are so goddamn annoying. So he pukes up some quote unquote bad blood. All right. And then, yeah. And he finally thanks him. He thanks him for the first time. And then they have just kind of a quiet moment. This really feels like the start of them being at least okay, you know? I like it. I like it a lot. So we got problems. There's a weak spot, but will there be hope? You know, is there help coming? And we get this dope visualization for the Tortoise of Carnage. Very similar to the one that we got for the water spirit things. And wow. Yeah. Very much like the OP with ink spreading out. Oh, that wipe. Yeah. Yeah. He wipes it across throughout the scene. Actually, in the last frame there, it disappears a frame early. Still, the desired effect is achieved. Yeah, that's super cool. I like that a lot. So the hope is that they find help, but it's not coming because the home of the Gusulan clan was burnt the fuck down. And he cries, "Is everyone okay? Father is dying, my brother is missing." And he's been holding all of this in this whole time. While injured, while being forced to become a hostage for the clan that did it to him, to his family. And then we get this line. "You are really annoying." Yes, but that's why he's so charming. So, we have our plan. We rest for 3 days. If nobody comes to help us, we're going to kill that fucking turtle. So then we follow Chen? And he is just continuing to get worse and worse for wear. I assume that he is going back to home, dad, mom, to get some help. We'll see how that goes. After all, if he goes and asks for help and is like, hey, Wei Wuxian is like stuck in a cave, there's a giant tortoise monster, Mom might be like, oh, good, thank goodness, out of my hair. So, okay. And then I don't like this shot. Okay, let me explain why. This shot is super deliberate to the point where I have seen this exact shot. I saw it maybe 3 weeks ago in Kimetsu no Yaiba. There's a scene in the episode before the really great episode, so it would have been in episode 18, where Zenitsu walks through the forest, and then we very slowly and deliberately pan down past the footpath that he was walking on, and we end on, oh look, there's a spider that's following him. So it's the setup and cliffhanger for the next stuff that happens. Storytelling language, or like visual storytelling language, we expect to see something here, or at least I do. So when we very slowly and deliberately pan over here, I expect to see something sitting on the ground right here that is important, but it's just rocks, and then we just fade. So, okay. Like, this isn't necessarily bad, it is just, like, it's dissonant, because it doesn't line up with my expectations, and it doesn't subvert them in any kind of useful way. It's just a shot that has a distinct purpose and is being used for a different purpose. So we get this. He's able to use wires to chop shit. I guess that makes sense for a stringed instrument player. Where did they get the wire, though? I guess that's, like, barbed wire that's just sitting there? I'm not sure. Really not sure where it came from. Doesn't really matter. So we create a net of, or like a interlacing of these wires around, and then we send him down. And as he's going, as he gets close, he starts to sense that resentful energy coming from a hole in the rock, or a hole amongst the skulls. And deep within it, there is this like almost barnacle encrusted, almost rotten, glowing red blade. And then it bursts energy forth. Now, I'm not sure why it burst the energy forth, or how he ended up grasping that sword when it was seemingly so much further in. I'm just not entirely sure whether he reached out and grabbed the sword, or whether the sword, like, came to him. Not sure. So we see individual spirits flying by, and the beast awakens. He seems to be struggling, fighting with the sword as though he's pulling it from the stone. So I'm kind of confused by that, but that's okay, because we see all of these demon spirit ghosts, resentful energy, I don't know, entering him, seemingly focusing on the blade, entering him directly, like seemingly entering his golden core, until he, and then it seems to subside a bit, and he is snapped up by the beast. And this is pretty cool, how it just starts like spewing forth this overabundance of energy. So, yeah, it doesn't look super great. 2D stuff all looks amazing, though. And there he is. Chop. Nice. Gets it to rear its head, gets it entangled in the things, and so our attack is good. Let's do it. Super awesome. Hell yes. To the maximum. I want to see this entire finishing sequence frame by frame, because there are often like impact frames that you can't really notice. So we get the flames wreathing over it. Little camera judder. The flames die out and go dark. Ping, ping, ping. Ping, 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 ping. Right? Did we freeze? Oh, no, we did not. Okay, so we get, yeah, a lot of dope impact frames there. So it's ping, 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 ping. Wait. Flash, 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 flash. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I think the coolest part about this whole scene is the fact that once we're working together, we go from this hype song. Yeah, so we're using the same melodic motif from the OP. And I thought like the perfect thing to do here would be to blend the two, the OP and the ED, but I couldn't hear any of the ED in the song that plays. But cool anyway. Okay. We cut that thing's head off. Fuck yeah. And then we get fucking cliffhanged. Wei Wuxian is eyes closed, right? Yep, eyes closed. Just sort of sinking, and the sword sinks its way to the bottom. And close to the moment where it would hit, we fade to black. And that's the end. And then there's a new ED, which is pretty dope. So, the hell happened with that sword? I really don't know. It seems like it's some kind of focal point for resentful energy. But like to what extent and what that really means, I don't know. And what happened with like in my headcanon, and this could be entirely inaccurate, blood in water starts to activate resentful energies, and like specifically for him. When he goes down again, there's already been the blood in the water, and as he passes by the opening where the sword is, it reacts to his presence. And not sure, because it was shown being much further into the hole than he could probably reach, but maybe we're just ignore that. So we don't ever see him like reach out or decide to reach out and touch it. Whereas before, when we were experiencing the resentful energy, he was like reaching out and experiencing it, right? We don't ever see that. So it's unclear to me whether the sword like chose him or he chose the sword. I'm going to go with he reached out and grabbed it out of curiosity or something, but that's conjecture, I think. I don't really know. Okay. And then we saw all of this energy in the form of like individual humanoid spirits flowing into him and then flowing into his golden core. But the core seemed to remain relatively solid. It didn't. He reacted very, very dramatically, right? Coughed up water underwater, or coughed up air underwater. But we didn't see his core darken, nor did we see it like expand with flame and light as we had before. I wonder if the branding has anything to do with like how open he was to the energy that came in. I don't know. So now our boy is sinking, and shit is bad. Lanjan's up above, managed to defeat this crazy tortoise thing, so they're relatively safe, but we need to get Wei Ying up and out of the water or he's gonna drown and die. Jiang Chen is heading home, I think, to get help. I think, or at least to tell everybody what's really been going on. Don't know what they can really do about it, but hopefully something. Hopefully. In any case, despite the cliffhanger, I do think that 2 episodes per week is the right way to go with the show, and so we're going to end it up about here. Some really cool episodes. One Clan doing some stuff, being real evil, getting the definite feeling that Rohan is our big bad evil guy, which is pretty cool. Glad to get that revealed. Some lovely horribleness and evilness from Wen Chao and his lady friend, the maid of slut. Yeah. And some interesting character moments. Jean, not so nice guy, actually stood up for a girl, which was a little bit surprising coming from him. I wonder if maybe there's something like special about her, or he has a crush on her. But we never got anything that would imply that, so it just seems like we're showing that he actually has some character and backbone, which is kind of cool. He's not just a one note, I'm kind of an asshole character. He's got something to him. That's pretty great. And then it also makes sense why it helps explain why the Shiji was like into him. She liked him, right? Found him very handsome and cool. So we hadn't gotten any of that, and here we kind of get a little bit of that, which is nice. Then we get what I feel like is the first real moment where Lanjan and Wei Ying can like see eye to eye and talk for real about stuff that matters. And even more than that, it's really the first time that Lanjan has ever been able to open up. Obviously, it comes during extreme circumstances. His father is dying, his brother is missing, his home and his precious library pavilion have been burned, his leg is injured and now injured again. Shit's not good for him. And in that moment, he's actually able to open up and tell all of this to Wei Ying, somebody who he doesn't get along with, but who's there for him. And that's pretty great. So all in all, pretty cool pair of episodes. Some really great animation, some not so great CG, some also pretty great CG. Okay. It all evens out to like an 8 as far as the series goes in like animation quality. I mean, compared to the rest of the series so far. There have been moments that have been lower than an 8. There have been moments that are up to a 10. I think these 2 episodes fall into the 8 range, which is about right. I'm really curious to see what's going on with the resentful energy stuff going on here. I'm really curious to see what's going on with this sword. Sword of Fathoms just like appears, and gotta figure out what's up with that. But as I said, I don't have too much more to talk about, and so we're gonna wrap it up. So, I've been Teeaboo. This has been Modazushi episodes 8 and 9. I hope that you've enjoyed them as much as I have, and I hope to catch you next week in the next 2. If you want those next 2 a week early and you're watching this on YouTube, then you can go to Patreon and go and get them. Cool? Cool. Yeah, that's it. See ya. Peace.